So I'm doing my video on how to set a trap. It's a dog-proof trap. It's used for not to catch like dogs, hence the name. It's more for like raccoons and like animals with human-like hands that they reach in here. Oh, let me get closer. They reach in here and they stick their hand on this little circle, and when they pull up on it, this thing right here clamps shut and it holds their hand in place. And but I was just gonna show how to set it and what you really need to use to like keep it in place and keep the animal there. So the first step is you have this is to clamp down on this little piece. And so what you do is like you bring it really close and you'll get it down, and you'll stick it in there. It really needs two people because you can get your fingers caught really easily. Like your fingers can get behind here and it hurts really bad. But yeah, you need obviously a dog-proof trap, especially in like a residential area. But you also need, where'd it go? You also need a rebar stake. It's to put this little thing through, and then you drive it in the ground. And so it's when the raccoon or whatever gets it, it can't just pull your trap away, because this little piece right here won't hold it. I mean, there'd be no way it could hold it, because believe it or not, raccoons are actually pretty strong. But yeah, so that's the first step, and then now I'll show how to set it and then what to use with it. Okay, so this is the food that I use for the bait. The first one is this, it's really called coon bait. It's like looks like jelly, and it smells like it too. It's really thick, almost like a Big Sab or petroleum jelly type thing. And this is really just like dog food. It's very, let me just dump some out. It's very smelly. It's like the smelliest dog food ever. You can use tuna and stuff. I haven't actually had any luck with this. I think I put too much in, and so they didn't grab it, because if you have too much, then they can't reach the little handle down there. But so that's what I use, and usually I'll take this and take my finger before I set it, of course, and I'll take my finger and put it all the way down the bottom. So, because raccoons really like sweet stuff, it's probably like why they're in your garbage all the time and stuff. But like, so they reach all the way down in there, and they want to get that, and then boom, snaps them. And I mean, the fact of it is, you usually have to kill them, because no raccoon ever is just gonna let you grab it. And then to get it off of them, you have to like squeeze this all the way front while holding the raccoon, and that's a pretty strong spring on it. Okay, so I had to get somebody to help me with this, but this is how you set one. All right, come here. I'm gonna pull it. And there's this little thing right there. I hope this thing don't explode. Oh, it's going to. Okay. So it didn't ricochet back, but so now it's set. Little things down in there, and now you can go ahead and put it in the ground. So I've got my trap. It's set and everything. It's ready to go. And I took this little chain. It's got this little link on the end of it. Looks like that, and the top of the rebar makes it to where it can't pull out unless you get something really big. But so I'm just going to drive it down as far as I can in my hand. I'm going to take a rubber mallet. Just going to beat it in. All the way down. Okay, so it's all the way in. That'd be extremely hard to pull out. I'm not saying it can't, but it'd be really hard. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my smoky nuggets and second. Let me find a better way to set this up. I'll take my smoky nuggets, make this open, and now I'm just gonna sprinkle some in there. I'm not gonna fill it up too much where I can still reach down and grab it. I already got that in there. It's hard to do. I just couldn't film it. And now you're set. Your trap is set. You have it anchored in the ground. You can cover it up with some leaves, but honestly, what's the point? And what I also like to do is I like to take the jelly stuff that smells really bad, and got this jelly petroleum, and I'm just gonna dab some out. Oh, it won't get off my finger. I'm just gonna rub it on the ground to maybe get some scent going. Because it's kind of hard to smell it. The raccoons a little weary if they can't hardly smell it out of this metal because they have much stronger noses than us, and so it's hard to smell that down in the bottom, and it'd be much easier to smell like this and catch the wind and smell them. Okay, so this has been my how-to on to set a trap, and yeah, all you need is a rubber mallet because it hurts your hands really bad just trying to beat it in. Dog-proof trap, of course. Some type of bait. You don't have to have these. Tuna, anything will work. Preferably some hard dog food, or kind of like dog food pellets that they can actually grab. And a rebar stake, and that's really all you need. And I can show how it works. It goes off if I can get a stick to put that in there. So stick it down, and then hopefully I can. Okay, that's not gonna work. Nope. Okay.